What's up, guys? It's Matt from... That's weird. Was this a Budweiser commercial? What's up, guys? It's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my bar. And it's finally time that we get to the summer favorites video that y'all have been asking for. I also realized that I dropped the ball once again, I didn't do a spring favorites video, so we have a shitload of products to talk about here today. So, as summer comes to a close, grab yourself a nice tasty fest beer, kick back, relax, and let's talk about a bunch of hair and skin products and stuff. Prost! Oh boy. So, before we actually get into the products, I think number one fashion item of this summer has been the single dangly earring. So my wife Allie decided that we need to bring that back, and I'm on board for that, so yes. Alright, now I figure we'll go from kind of a natural? Whatever. We'll go in the progression from like shower, shampoo type of stuff, to skincare, to pre-stylers, to post-stylers. So starting out in the shower department, first we have the Viral Color Wash Shampoo and Color Conditioner. I've talked about these before, and they work so amazing for keeping up on vibrant color, which you can't super see in this lighting, but if I get really close to the light, you can see it. But yeah, so I've tried the Overtone, and Overtone is fine. I like the Overtone masks a lot better than their like daily conditioner, as far as like the amount of color that they actually deposit. But I think the Viral ones just outperform it. I mean, basically these are $20 a piece. You don't have to get both. You can get one or the other. Personally, I like their conditioner better than the shampoos, just because the shampoos can be a little bit drying. But I feel like for, $20, you get the same amount of color deposit here that you get with like the $40 or whatever dollar Overtone mask costs. And maybe it's not that much, maybe it's 30 something, whatever. It's more than 20 bucks. And so like if you get the conditioner one, you can use it just normally in the shower for a quick like refresher, or if you want to use this like a color depositing mask, you can just put it in dry hair and leave it in for 20 minutes, wash it out, and you get like bang, big old pop of color. Pop of color? Next, in the shower department, I was so happy when Steven, the salon guy, brought back his OG Clean and Condition shampoo and conditioners. They are slightly reformulated to be more moisturizing than they were back in the day. But if you guys remember, these were like one of the first products that I really reviewed here on the channel when I first started actually getting into reviewing stuff. So these are the vegan, color-safe, paraben-free, sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, and I'm very happy to say, oh my god. Although they are slightly reformulated, he kept that OG fuck me up approved scent, which I don't even know what it is. To me, it just smells like tropical vacation. It's amazing. And they work great. They are definitely, I feel like they're quite moisturizing now. They just leave your hair feeling very soft, silky, like you just came from the salon. Excellent choice for just like a daily driver shampoo and conditioner. All right, next, moving into skin and I guess slightly beard care department. So first up, I have the Strix Color Tinted Moisturizer. That's what I was trying to say. And their concealer pen. I've been using those, especially like when filming, or if I got a blemish or something. They do work nicely. The coverage is quite nice. And to go along with those, they do also have their new gel cleanser, which I thought was really well done. It's a nice gentle clean, but it does really make sure to remove any trace of those cosmetics. So they do work well together, which I think was their entire goal. Next, we have this new vitamin C under eye serum from Kiehl's. It's just been great, especially for, people like me. If you got some dark ass circles, this will help. So this says a powerful strength, line reducing and dark circle diminishing vitamin C eye serum with tripeptide and hyaluronic acid. Hyaluron? You know what I'm talking about. This is expensive. This is a half an ounce, and I think it was like $50 goddamn dollars, but you use literally the teeniest, tiniest, like eighth of a pump amount at a time. So I feel like this is probably going to last me like 8 months. I also have, so I always use their Ultra Facial Cream Moisturizer, but I don't know if this was newish or not, but when I was going to buy a refill, I noticed that they had another one that also includes SPF 30 in it now. So I got one of those for during the day, and then I use their regular one at night. You definitely always want to protect your skin, especially in the summer when that sun is a strong boy. So I realized while editing that I somehow forgot to mention this, the O'Keeffe's Working Hands Hand Cream, so you get the luxury of just staring at this ugly packaging for a few seconds. But yeah, normally this is in my winter favorites because it just helps with my super dry hands in the winter, but with the, you know, of course with Corona and everything and washing my hands a million times a day, they've been dry as hell, and this has been a lifesaver. Still takes the cake for the ugliest fucking packaging award, with that lime green and red. I mean, come on, O'Keeffe's, what are you thinking? But at least these days it does come in this squeeze tube, so you don't have to buy that weird super lime green pomade jar thing and keep that shit out on your counter. And last but not least, in this department, I have the Oliver J. Woods Perilla Oil. This is something that I reviewed a long time ago, and it's just great. I love using it as a beard oil, and this is another one that fuck me up. The scent is so, like, if he, it's so good that it made me just hit puberty. So, you know, this is something like, if he made that into a cologne, bitch. All right, next, into the realm of pre-stylers. First, we have our best boy, 25 spray. This is always in my favorites videos because it's always a favorite pre-styler of mine.
Hashtag not sponsored.
And lately, actually, I enjoy using this just kind of as a base, so I'll put like a few sprays of this in and then layer something else on top of it. For instance, the flagship Black Water. This stuff has been awesome. I really do enjoy this as a pre-styler. My one gripe with this, I have one of the older batches and older bottles with the pump top, and it is so thick that it's hard to like pump it out. And I know Wade reformulated it to alleviate that, and he also, I think, switched to pop tops instead of pump tops. So the new ones, you won't have that problem. But this has been awesome. Great texture, leaves the hair feeling pretty soft, and it just gives it this nice like fullness and with the clay, and you know, so then you really have to use barely any post styler after that. Next is the X-Mondo Viper Smoothing Oil. This shit has been amazing. It's just become one of my favorite like serums, basically. It just does a tremendous job at smoothing and locking in moisture without being greasy or heavy at all, which is primo. Next up, we've got the Crafted Blow Dry and Styling Cream from the Salon Guy and Flagship. This has just been another daily driver. So like this combo, like 25 plus this, bitch. That's been just something that I've been doing all the time. You know, this just adds a little bit of extra hold, a little bit more volume, a little more control, smoothing, and it just kind of helps, gives you just a slight grip with the brush, so it helps with, you know, blow drying and styling. And last but certainly not least, the Volumizing Pre-Styler from Faith and Integrity. Don't sleep on this. I haven't reviewed this. I have this and their texture spray, and I've got some new stuff coming soon, so that's going to be coming out. But I hadn't talked about this, and to be honest, I kind of forgot about it because it was at like the back of my shelf and just other stuff was in front of it. But man, this shit works a treat. It's another one kind of like Black Water in that it gives you, you know, big volume, nice clay texture, a little bit of grittiness, and you don't need a lot of it, and it does really make it very easy to build in big, like, Johnny Bravo shit volume. All right, now onto the world of post stylers, and we're going to start over here with a couple of powders and a dry shampoo. First up is the Mason's Texture Powder. This I've been really enjoying using lately. I've got a few things from Mason's that I've been testing out, and this, I think, of what I have, has been probably my favorite thus far. I like that it has this kind of pump top so that it's easy to disperse the powder. But yeah, really nice. Just provides a good amount of texture and volume. And similarly, we have the Samson's Texture Powder. Now this, I think this even has a little bit more like hold strength than the Mason's one. This stuff is just great, and it smells wonderful. It's like that classic barbershop kind of not unique, what's the word I'm looking for? Signature scent that is on basically all of Samson's products, and this just works great. You just need to sprinkle a little bit into the roots, and it really works very well, and it kind of has that, you know, dry shampoo plus hold type of effect. And speaking of dry shampoo, we have the X-Mondo Club Kid Dry Shampoo. This has been amazing. I've used several dry shampoos. Don't fuck around with Batiste. Shit's garbage. This is wonderful, and I like the dispersion. It's kind of that same pump top idea that the Mason's texture powder is in, just on a larger scale. Yeah, it works amazing. It's got that wonderful X-Mondo signature scent on it, and it's just a really great dry shampoo. It doesn't leave like a nasty white cast on your hair. It just works through easily, and it really does absorb the excess oils and just make your hair look like new again on, you know, day 2 or 3. Whoops. All right, now on to potentially everybody's favorite realm, the post-stylers. So we've got a bunch here, and the first one I want to mention, another one that I haven't reviewed properly yet, but I am planning to do soon, and that is the Grand Classic Texture Balm. This is essentially an oil-based clay that in some ways feels like an oil-based, but in other ways doesn't. And what I mean by that is it washes out super easily, so it's not like you have to worry about buildup, and it doesn't get oily, greasy later in the day, but it has that oil-based clay goodness, like just the thick texture of it, and it glides into the hair with complete ease. And the scent I have on this, I got the coconut coffee scent. Boy. It smells wonderful, and it sticks around. Yes, so now this is some real good shit coming out of Australia, because I tried again. I tried to give the Morris Motley Matte Styling Balm another chance with my shorter haircut, and it just not worth $45. But anyway, back to the good shit. Next up, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 products from Bayside Grooming, also from the land down under. I don't like when people say that. Why did I say that? Also from Australia. So I have their styling cream here. This one is their Light Hold Natural Shine product that I was using at the beginning of summer when, you know, before like we could go get haircuts and shit. And so I had like really long hair, and I just needed something to give it some control, give it some texture, but without being, you know, heavy or too thick or anything. And this was perfect for that. Next, I have their matte paste. Now I think it does say limited release 2020, and I thought that it was not really going to be a limited, but I'm not totally sure on that. But so this was their Stronghold matte finish. You know, well, it's a matte paste, of course, it's a matte finish, but again, it worked great. Pretty easy application, not much tug or pull there, very lightweight. I mean, everything a matte paste should be. This worked quite well on Allie's pixie cut as well, so definitely a good option for shorter textured styles. And last but not least, in the Bayside department, we have their OG water-based pomade. Now, I'm not normally a pomade boy, but this is one of those few that I could really get behind. It is low shine. It's definitely got some like tack, and it was thick to apply. Like, it had some tug and pull, but it was perfect for summer, those days that are like real humid, and I just needed something strong that wasn't going to let that humidity in. And since it was, you know, since it's low shine, it doesn't look too shiny, and you can still get some pretty decent texture out of it, so I was really impressed with this one. Next up, we have another one from far away, and that is the Gerson & Co. Cotropix Matte Clay. Now, this is one that I did review. This, of course, is their new reformulation of this. It's basically the same product, but they just changed the formula a little bit to make it even, like, you know, butterier and smoother to scoop out and apply. And I can tell you that the performance on the reform is just as good, if not better, than the original version. This is another one that was a mainstay this summer because it's designed to fight against that shitty summer awful humidity. I mean, this comes from Singapore. They got some humidity down there. Over there? Down there? You know, and it works great. It's definitely a waxier feeling clay, but very easy to use, very quick to style, and just great performance. And last but not least, in the post stylers, so we have the new cream hair clay and grooming hair paste from the Salon Guy. Now you might say, we just reviewed those like 2 videos ago, it's not summer edition. Probably no one's going to say that, but I was actually technically using those over the summer because, like I mentioned in the review, I was a part of the testing process, so I had the testers for that, and I was using them for all summer, and they've been amazing. I've got the paste in today. My wife loves the paste. Works great for all sorts of hairstyles, and they're just, again, very easy to use, super fast to style, just very user-friendly, The smells on these. The scents are unreal. But yeah, so that is it for this summer faves video. I know we talked very rapidly through a lot of products. But yeah, so just a few. I mean, there's also other stuff, of course, that I've been using this summer, but I think these are the ones that stuck out to me as some of my favorites for the past several months. And yeah, so I guess that wraps things up for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please do stay tuned. I've got plenty more content to catch up on. Now that I'm not working quite so much overtime in my day job, I can hopefully start to catch up on my backlog of products. So, if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one. Cheers.